In this problem, we're asked to find the equation in x and y whose graph contains the points x equal to 4 cosine t, y is equal to 3 sine t, as t ranges from 0 to 2 pi. One way we can look at this is to take a sketch of the graph, letting t vary from 0 to 2 pi. Plugging in these points for x, we can find our x values to graph. When t is equal to 0, the cosine of t, or the cosine is 0, is 1. 1 times 4 gives me 4. At pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2, cosine takes on the value of 0. At 2 pi, cosine takes on the value of 1, giving us 4. And at pi, cosine takes the value of negative 1, giving us negative 4. Looking at the same thing for y, we will know that at 0 pi and 2 pi, the sine is producing 0. At pi over 2, the sine of pi over 2 is 1 times 3, gives us 3. And at 3 pi over 2, the sine is negative 1, or giving us 3 times negative 1, which is a negative 3. If we sketch this graph to look at the orientation, we start off at the point 4, 0. That's when t equal to 0. Then we go to the point 0, 3. Over to the point negative 4, 0. Then down to the point 0, negative 3. Our equation is an ellipse that has a horizontal major axis that has an orientation in the counterclockwise direction. We can find the equation for this ellipse by either knowing that our horizontal major axis gives us a equal to 4 and b equal to 3, giving us a squared is equal to 16 and b squared is equal to 9. Therefore, our equation should be x squared over 16 plus y squared over 9 equaling to 1. Another way we could find this equation is solving for the cosine and sine of t. We have x over 4 is equal to the cosine of t. Squaring both sides, we're going to have x squared over 4 squared, or x squared over 16 is equal to cosine squared t. Likewise, dividing both sides by 3, we get y divided by 3 is equal to the sine of t, or y squared over 3 squared, or 9, gives us sine squared t. One of the reasons that we squared both sides is so that we could have cosine squared t and sine squared t. Now when I add my equations, I will get x squared over 16 plus y squared over 9 is equal to the cosine squared t plus sine squared t, which is equal to 1, indeed giving us an equation of our ellipse.